To focus on your goals in Islam is not merely about achieving milestones or checking off a to-do list. It starts at the very root of your intention, your niyya. In Islam, intention is everything. It defines the value of your actions in the sight of Allah. Every goal you set, every plan you make, and every step you take must begin with the pure intention to please Allah. Without niyya, even the greatest of achievements can be hollow. But with the right niyya, even the smallest acts, like a smile, a kind word, a moment of patience, can become acts of worship. To focus as a believer is to align your ambitions not with the fleeting desires of this dunya world, but with the eternal pleasure of Allah. Your goals are not self-serving dreams of status, wealth, or recognition. They are amana, trusts from your Creator. They are divine opportunities granted to you to grow as a person, to serve others, to develop your character, and to leave behind a legacy built not on fame, but on faith. You don't wake up just to hustle harder. You wake up to answer the call of far, to begin your day by standing in front of your Lord. That moment when the world is quiet and your soul is present is the foundation of your focus. You don't seek viral fame, you seek barakah, that unseen blessing that multiplies your time, effort, and impact. You replace mindless scrolling with meaningful Quran recitation, idle talk with dhikr, and constant stress with tawakkul, trust in Allah. True focus in Islam is not found in noise, it's found in stillness. Stillness of the heart. Stillness in salah where the world fades and only Allah remains. That kind of focus can't be found through productivity apps or motivational speeches. It is found when your soul is still enough to hear the whispers of divine guidance. It's understanding that your rizq, sustenance, has already been written. You don't have to panic, but you must put in the effort. Islam doesn't teach passivity, it teaches balance. You strive as if it all depends on you, yet you rely as if it all depends on Allah. You move with tawakkul, a beautiful balance between action and surrender. Look at the examples of the prophets. Nuh built an ark for decades without a cloud in sight, facing ridicule from his people. That is patience rooted in purpose. Musa walked toward the sea with an army behind him and no visible escape ahead. That is conviction fueled by trust. Ibrahim stood firm before a blazing fire, unwavering in his faith that Allah is sufficient for me. That is true submission. Focus in Islam is never frantic or impulsive. It's deliberate, intentional, and grounded in faith. It's not about chasing every new trend or opportunity, it's about chasing your purpose. You remind yourself that this world is a test and every trial is a classroom. Every setback is a step forward in disguise. You guard your focus by silencing the whispers of shaitan and through remembrance of Allah. You protect your heart because it is your spiritual compass. You clean it through repentance, you soften it through humility, and you empower it through sincerity. You don't just look outward, you focus inward, where your intentions, beliefs, and connection with Allah reside. When things become overwhelming, you don't retreat, you go into sujud. You place your head on the ground, not in defeat, but in the most powerful act of submission. You don't live for approval from creation, but for acceptance from the Creator. And in that, you discover your true strength, not when you're standing tall, but when you're bowed low in front of Allah. True focus is not born in chaos, it's born in submission. It is nurtured when you discipline your soul, restrain your desires, guard your tongue, and lower your gaze. It's the daily jihad struggle of the self. It's choosing ihsan, excellence, for the sake of Allah in every act, no matter how small. It's about elevating your soul, not your status. It's about recognizing when your energy is draining and renewing it through balance, reflection, and rest in Allah's remembrance. You seek success, but not at the cost of your soul. You plan with wisdom, act with patience, and trust with conviction, and when the world tries to distract you, to pull you in every direction, through stress, temptation, deadlines, or desires, you find your way back. You return again and again to the Sirat al-Mustaqim, the straight path. You realign. You refocus. Because your ultimate destination isn't just a job, a title, or an achievement, it's Jannah. When Allah becomes your goal, then every step toward Him becomes an act of worship. Every effort becomes sacred. Every sacrifice, no matter how painful, becomes a source of reward. In that, there is tranquility. In that, there is clarity. In that, there is power. So you stay focused. You stay grounded. Because you're not just chasing goals, you're chasing paradise. And that is the most noble, meaningful, and fulfilling pursuit a soul can ever choose.